Satellite phones aren't flashy, and they're definitely not your average everyday gadget. But when you're far from cell towers, whether that's deep in the backcountry, out at sea, or stationed in remote terrain, they're the one tool that can keep you connected. In 2025, with more people working, traveling, and exploring off-grid, having reliable communication isn't just convenient, it's essential. In this video, we're covering the top 6 satellite phones worth your attention, along with their standout features and what sets each one apart. Product links for everything mentioned are down in the description below. Number 6. Garmin InReach series. If voice calls aren't essential but staying connected off-grid is, the Garmin InReach series offers a practical solution. Models like the InReach Mini 2 and Explorer Plus aren't traditional satellite phones. They're GPS-first devices that focus on two-way messaging, tracking, and emergency response. That makes them a favorite for outdoor enthusiasts who need a lightweight safety net without the bulk of a phone. The InReach Mini 2, for example, weighs just under 100 grams and fits easily into a pocket, chest strap, or clip-on pouch. Despite its small size, it connects to the Iridium satellite network to send and receive text from just about anywhere on Earth. If trouble hits, the built-in SOS function sends an alert to Garmin's 24/7 GEOS Emergency Monitoring Center, along with your GPS coordinates. Battery life is one of the biggest strengths here. With default tracking turned on, it can run for up to 14 days. Switch it to power-saving mode, and you're looking at well over 30 days before needing a recharge. You'll need a Garmin subscription to use the satellite features, and most users pair the device with the EarthMate app on their smartphone to type messages, check weather forecasts, and manage settings more easily. The biggest trade-off? There's no voice calling. If you need to hear someone's voice on the other end, this isn't the device for you. But for hikers, solo travelers, and backcountry explorers who want location sharing and emergency support without the weight or complexity of a full satellite phone, the InReach series makes a strong case. Number 5. Thuraya XT Lite. If you're looking for a satellite phone that covers the essentials without driving up the cost, the Thuraya XT Lite is a strong contender. It's built for people who need dependable communication in remote areas but don't necessarily want or need high-end extras. Think of it as a no-nonsense option that just works. The XT Lite supports voice calls and SMS over Thuraya's satellite network, which spans more than 160 countries across Europe, Asia, Africa, and parts of Australia. While it doesn't offer global coverage like Iridium, its regional footprint is still extensive and reliable for users in those zones. One of the key advantages here is battery performance. You'll get around 6 hours of talk time and up to 80 hours on standby, which is more than enough for routine check-ins or extended days in the field. There's no app integration required, no learning curve, and no fancy interface, just an intuitive layout with physical buttons and a clear, functional screen. It's also one of the only satellite phones that supports dual-mode use, allowing you to switch between satellite and GSM networks when in range. That's useful if you're often moving between remote zones and areas with cell service. The trade-offs? It's not waterproof or particularly rugged, so this isn't the best pick for extreme conditions. And while it's reliable for basic calling and texting, there's no GPS or SOS function on board. Still, for budget-conscious users, especially aid workers, remote contractors, or adventure travelers who just need a solid lifeline, the XT Lite delivers the core experience without adding weight, bulk, or complexity. Number 4. Thuraya XT Pro. Stepping up from the XT Lite, the Thuraya XT Pro adds a layer of features that cater to professionals who need more than just calling and texting. It's built with serious users in mind, people who work in remote areas and want greater control, enhanced durability, and dependable location tracking. Unlike its budget sibling, the XT Pro comes with built-in GPS, GLONASS, and Beidou, offering multi-satellite navigation support. That's especially useful for field teams, logistics managers, or outdoor professionals who need accurate positioning and reliable route tracking. The display is another key upgrade. The XT Pro features a Gorilla Glass screen designed to resist scratches and remain readable in direct sunlight. Combined with its IP55 rating, the phone is splash-resistant and built to handle rough handling or field environments where dust, dirt, and vibration are daily obstacles. Battery life is solid, up to 9 hours of talk time and around 100 hours on standby, giving you more than a day of active use without reaching for the charger. One standout feature is the dedicated SOS button. With one press, it sends your GPS location to a pre-configured number or service, offering a quick line to help when things go wrong. Coverage is the same as other Thuraya phones, reliable across Europe, Asia, Africa, and parts of Australia. While it won't work in the Americas, it's especially dependable throughout the Middle East and Asia-Pacific regions. For users who need something rugged, location-aware, and slightly more capable than the basics, the XT Pro delivers without going overboard on size or complexity. Number 3. Iridium 9555. The Iridium 9555 isn't flashy, but it's earned its place as a dependable tool for those who need communication that just works, anywhere, anytime. This is the kind of satellite phone that's found in emergency kits, storm shelters, and maritime vessels around the world, and for good reason. Built on Iridium's globally recognized satellite network, the 9555 offers true 100% global coverage. That means you can make calls or send texts from the middle of the ocean, the Arctic, or anywhere a cell tower wouldn't dare reach. It supports voice calls, SMS messaging, and low-speed data for things like email or GPS coordinate sharing. While the data isn't fast by modern standards, it's useful in a pinch when sending small files or checking basic information. Compared to older Iridium handsets, the 9555 has a more compact frame while still being tough. It holds up well to dust, drops, and splashes, and the physical build is meant for rugged conditions. The interface is straightforward, just a monochrome screen, tactile buttons, and no need to pair with a smartphone or use external apps. It's simple, but that's part of the appeal when you're relying on it in high-pressure environments. Battery life is modest, with about 4 hours of talk time and 30 hours on standby, so it's enough for short trips or daily check-ins, though you'll want to keep a charger or spare battery on hand for longer deployments. If you need a satellite phone that's tried, tested, and always ready to connect you from anywhere on Earth, the Iridium 9555 is a workhorse you can count on. Number 2. Inmarsat iSat Phone 2. If you're after a satellite phone that balances reliability, durability, and value, the Inmarsat iSat Phone 2 stands out as one of the most practical picks in 2025. It covers all the core functions you'd expect: voice calling, SMS messaging, and basic location tracking, without pushing into overly complex or high-cost territory. Where it really shines is in battery life. The iSat Phone 2 offers up to 8 hours of talk time and a remarkable 160 hours on standby, making it one of the longest-lasting options available. That's a major benefit for users in the field for days at a time without access to consistent charging. Durability is another strength. With an IP65 rating, the phone is resistant to dust, water jets, and shock. Its rubberized grip and large physical buttons make it usable even with gloves, and the handset can operate in extreme temperatures, the big plus for expedition teams or industrial crews. The configurable SOS button allows you to send an emergency alert along with your GPS location to a designated contact or service, adding a safety layer if you're operating alone or in unpredictable areas. Coverage is broad, reaching most of the world via Inmarsat's satellite network. The only major blind spots are at the extreme north and south poles. The interface is easy to navigate with a color screen that's readable in sunlight and a clean, icon-driven menu system. For remote workers, explorers, or emergency planners who need reliable communication and excellent standby power in a tough build, the iSat Phone 2 checks all the boxes. Number 1. Iridium Extreme 9575. Topping the list is the Iridium Extreme 9575, a satellite phone built for people who can't afford communication failures. Whether you're coordinating in a disaster zone, leading an expedition, or handling remote field operations, this device is made to perform under pressure. With full global coverage through Iridium's 66 satellite network, it's one of the few phones that works literally anywhere on Earth, including oceans and polar regions. You're never out of reach, no matter where your work or travels take you. What sets the Extreme apart is its one-touch SOS panic button. It's programmable, so pressing it can instantly send your GPS coordinates to a designated number or monitoring center and initiate a call, all without fumbling through menus. It meets middle STD 810F standards for toughness and holds an IP65 rating for dust, water resistance, and shock protection. It's built like a tank, but compact enough to carry easily in one hand or clip to your gear. You'll get voice calling with clear audio, global SMS support, and built-in GPS with online tracking features. Battery life clocks in at around 4 hours of talk time and 30-plus hours on standby, with a replaceable battery for field swaps when needed. For added peace of mind, the phone includes AES-256 encryption, giving it an extra layer of communication security, something valued by military and government users. The Iridium Extreme isn't the cheapest for the smallest, but if you need the most dependable, durable satellite communication tool available today, it's hard to argue with this one. That wraps up our list of the top satellite phones for 2025. Whether you're heading off-grid for work, travel, or safety planning, each of these options brings something different to the table, from lightweight messengers to full-featured rugged handsets. Hopefully, this helped narrow down the right choice for your needs. Product links are in the description below. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more gear guides. Thanks for watching and stay connected out there.